Well, okay, so it's 5:50 a.m. and I just got home from dropping David off at the airport. I had to drop him off because it's very hard to get Ubers at this time and to trust that they're not going to cancel on you. So I dropped him off. He is going to China for 10 days, or maybe 11 or 12, depending. I went to sleep at midnight, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, slept till 4, slept. So now my sleep schedule is all kinds of effed, and I don't know what's gonna happen. My goal for my days off, which are coming up, I'm just gonna binge my way through Lone Women by Victor LaValle. And I'm gonna try and get like a lot of reading done while David is out of town, and we'll see how that goes. But it's now about 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm wide awake, so. This happens every time David leaves town for work. I don't know if it's actually possible for a human to be nocturnal, but if it is, then that's me. I'm the guide. So once a month or so when David's out of town and I'm on these reading binges, I've learned to just embrace the nocturnalism. Now and then the alone time is good for me anyway, and besides, horror goes better with the dark than the daytime, right? I hope it does. Otherwise I'd have to rename this channel. And I don't want to do that. Yeah, it's time to get up now. Okay, hello. So it's almost 6 p.m., which is crazy. Come close. Yeah, so I'm supposed to be at work today, but I got like 4 hours of sleep last night before getting up and running David to the airport. And then this morning, got like 3, maybe 3.5. And ever since my concussion, a good night's sleep has become kind of important. And this was not that. So I was dizzy when I woke up and had to call into work. And then I slept for so many hours. I think I got up at 4, and I feel a little bit better now. So hopefully I can go to work tomorrow. But I'm gonna read Lone Women some more. I got like at least 15% of the way through last night. She's not long, you guys. It's like a 300-page book. Page number 53. Oh, I'm 22% of the way through. You coming up, buddy? You can do it. Good job. Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue reading this book because it's a page turner and I was having no problem zooming through it last night. And I want... What are you doing, Philip? You gonna lay down? Alright. I need to make some progress on my reading because my February TBR, it was audacious for me to even post one, and I haven't read much. David is currently right over the middle of the ocean. That's where David is. So that's normal. That's totally fine. Also, I have these different reading glasses that are kind of gray, and I enjoy them. It's the little things. So I want to like binge this entire book. I want to be done with this tonight. That would be great, and then I can get to Ring Shout by Djèlí Clark. We'll see how that goes, but that is my goal now that I am amongst the living. I think we're gonna do fine in February, but this is where the rubber meets the road. So I'm gonna drink my coffee now that it's 6, and light a candle, and I'm gonna read now. I've read a couple of other books by Victor LaValle, and they both really kind of threw me for a loop. He writes really spooky, fascinating horror stories. This book is about a woman in 1915 whose parents are dead, who moves out west to Montana to be a homesteader, and she's got this steamer trunk with her. Hi, buddy. that stays locked. We don't know what's in it, but the blurb says that whenever it's opened, people around her start to disappear. So, that's all I need to know. Wow. Okay, so I just got through chapter 25, or no, chapter 26. So a lot has happened. This woman who went out to Montana slowly and warily made friends, and it seemed like things were going to keep getting better. She's got this trunk with her, and we know that there's something in it. So she starts having like a dalliance with this guy, and he stays the night with her, and then something happens with the trunk. And now it's a horror novel. It is reminding me of the way I felt reading The Changeling. This book is insane. So off the wall and unpredictable. I'm still not sure if apparently magical things that have taken place are real. I need to reread that book someday, because I was not ready for it when I read it. I didn't understand horror, I don't think. Intriguing. I'm not going to stop reading, but I do not understand what is happening in The Changeling by Victor LaValle. Like, that's... Victor LaValle. It's weird. It's like magical realism, but spooky. Make it scary. Yeah, I'm 38% of the way through. I want to get to 50%, and then I will take a break. And David has 6 hours left on his flight in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. So, yeah. Cool. This book is so good. I'm 51% of the way through, and I kind of don't want to stop, but I have some stuff I need to do, so I'm going to. For now, Victor LaValle. Crazy things are happening. I love all these characters. I love the 1810s of it all. Actually, we might be in the 20s by now. The first automobile is in the story now, which is interesting. Yeah, so I have to spend some part of my day not sitting here on the couch reading. So, break time. Yeah, so reading a book in a cozy bubble bath is the kind of activity that sounds like it should be great. And it is nice. But only once you partake in this very specific luxury do you realize it comes with the pitfall of keeping you in the tub a lot longer than is usually recommended. So, you know, word to the wise. Just an observation. All right, so 90-minute bath later, it is tomorrow, and I'm gonna sit here on the couch in a new position and finish this book. I am 72% of the way through, and the secrets are being revealed, sometimes willingly. Lots of people are dying, and it's great. It says I have an hour and a half left, so I'm gonna sit here and finish it, and then I really want to pick up Tonanari Do again and read some more of those stories. But I don't know how much more reading energy I have in my brain. Yeah, all of a sudden I'm doing a binge vlog instead of just like a normal monthly vlog. This is like a binge reading vlog because I left everything to the last minute. I've got the thunderstorm on the meadow, which is very Montana-like video going everywhere, although in the book it's winter and in this it's definitely not. Got my one sad candle burning next to the clock so I can see what time it is. and I'm gonna read. So hopefully it goes well. Next time I see you, I will have finished the book, or I'll be a lot closer. Yeah, that's what's happening. Wow, okay, so I finished Lone Women last night, and it was awesome. For the first half of that book, I felt like I was fascinated by an historical fantasy horror drama situation. Very, very much enjoying the historical aspect of it, and feeling like the whole thing was an allegory, you know, for everybody's kind of on a level playing field in a sense, in that during that time all these people were going out into the untamed wilderness of the West and trying their shot at, you know, the homestead thing. There was not a lot of racial disparity portrayed at all, and I felt like it was, with that being the setup, it felt very much allegorically like the black woman, the one black woman, is having to haul this heavy weight, this heavy burden with her everywhere she goes that no one else has to. And it's interesting too that she came from a place in California where they were like everyone in their area in the Lucerne Valley, where they were all, most of them were black. She grew up surrounded by black people. So now she was going out into the land of opportunity with a bunch of white people and had to carry that with her because she was the only one. And then the situation with the trunk changed, and it became much more horror adjacent and much more literal. There was, in terms of what was in it, and that was really interesting too. So I feel like the metaphor doesn't extend too far, but throughout the book it felt like the book was saying something to me, and I think sometimes I was receiving the message and sometimes I was ignorant of it. So I need to think about that book some more, but I loved it. So now I can start this. This is the cover, which I think is suitably sort of horrifying. I also am going to be reading some more stories in Ghost Summer. What is the temperature outside right now?
It's 70 degrees right now.
It's 70 degrees, 70. So I have the door open and I'm enjoying that and enjoying hearing the sounds of the wind and the trees and the birds and stuff. It's nice. What I want to do is maybe read a little bit right here at the table right now with my coffee. I'm gonna relax and read a story. Let's see, Free Jim's Mine is the name of the next story. It's like 16 pages long. Most of what's left in this book is short stuff. So I've noticed this vlog is very reading focused. Normally my monthly vlogs are more varied. It's like also about, I don't know, preparing for a hurricane or decorating the house for something, but I'm just reading. That's all I know. Okay, so I read Free Jim's Mine, and it was a story about a woman who has escaped from slavery, who is on the run with her husband William. They were seeking refuge with her uncle, who is now a free man, to help them to get to North Carolina, and then maybe hopefully farther north. He has this like satchel that he won't let anybody touch that she believes is his luck. She wonders where he got it, and he keeps saying, you can hide in the mine, but you're not both gonna survive the night. And so they have a really harrowing night hiding out in this mine, and it's been raining, so it's partially flooded, and there's a creature down there. And it was one of those stories that is like really great all the way through, and then right at the very, very end, there's a twist, and you go, oh. And then that's the end of the story. So this candle is on its last legs, but we're gonna burn it until it goes out. At first it looked like it wasn't even gonna light, and then it did. So now it's just kind of puttering away. But yeah, for now I'm gonna read another story in here called The Knowing. This section of stories in this book is actually called The Knowing. I'm interested to read the titular story from this section. I need to eat something soon, but I digress. Reading. Alright, so another great story, The Knowing. It's told from the perspective of a kid who's like 13 years old, whose mother has been cursed with the gift of knowing the date that anyone she meets when they're gonna die. It stresses her out, it causes her anxiety and depression, and she gets drunk, she smokes, she wanders around sort of muttering dates to herself, and sometimes when she's angry, she tells people when they don't want to know. I loved the voice of the narrator, the kid. And that was my second story of the day, and I'm on page 159 now. There's a story coming up called Like Daughter. But yeah, it's getting dark. So I think I'm going to take a break from reading right now and do some editing and eat something. And meanwhile, this candle is still going, which is amazing. I need to get up off the couch and do something else. Awesome. Well, okay, I just got home from work. It's raining. We haven't had rain in a while. It's been dry and cold, so rain is nice. I was supposed to go do something with some work friends that we're not doing really because it's going to thunderstorm tonight, probably. But that's good because I'm also not feeling great. I was actually really wiped yesterday and got no reading done, and I just don't want to get sick. So I'm going to take a shower and then a nap. And then hopefully I can get some reading done. Tomorrow is the last day of February, so I want to read a lot more in the Tananarive collection, and I want to read Ring Shout. So hopefully I can get a lot of reading done today and tomorrow, and I won't have completely failed my TBR. But yeah, rainy day vibes. Philip, you want to go outside in the rain? You want to go outside? Outside? Maybe? Or not? You said, I heard that rain. You can't fool me, human. Okay, shower complete. Nap complete. And I am very excited to be starting Ring Shout by Djèlí Clark. Really like this author. I read a story of his in a collection called This. I believe it was called The Angel of el-khalili, and I bet I'm not pronouncing that right. And then there was another story that connected, and I read that along with a reread of that angel story before I read The Haunting of Tramcar 15. So when that book came out, people were excited about it, and I felt cool because I'd read that author before. Anyway, this was published in October 13th, 2020. In America, demons wear white hoods. All across the nation they ride, spreading fear and violence among the vulnerable. They plan to bring hell to Earth. Standing in their way is Maurice Boudreau, armed with blade, bullet, and bomb. They hunt their hunters and send the clan's demons straight to hell. Can Maurice stop the clan before it ends the world? 194 pages, typical time to read, 2 hours and 46 minutes. I'm sure it will take me much longer than that. I'm gonna start reading this now, and then if I feel bogged down by the subject matter or something, maybe I'll read some more stories in our old friend, Ghost Summer by Tananarive Due. Yeah, it's the 27th, and I want to finish this book and that book before the end of February, so I can at least say I read the Tananarive Due collection, Ring Shout, and Lone Women. Okay, here we go. Ring Shout. Bam. Okay, so I read a chapter, and there's an interesting concept in this book that clan members are in danger of basically turning into actual real Ku Kluxes, which are like monsters, like monstrous beings that can transform and have claws and stuff. And so there's this group of black women who are hunting them, like monster hunters, and they've got, like, one of them has a magical, like, sword. There's another woman there who's like a scientist, and she's studying the monsters. I think Emma Goldman just showed up. This book is serious, but it's also speculative and whimsical. It's almost kind of, I don't know, it's giving like steampunk vibes. I really kind of just want to see if I can just binge my way all the way through this book tonight. I don't know if that's reasonable. It is 11, so I could finish the book by 2 in the morning. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. But I'm liking it, and I'm gonna keep on doing that, and I will update you later. Okay, listen, y'all. I'm not quite done with Ring Shout. I have 14 minutes left. I'm 93% of the way through. But damn, that is an ending. So I don't even know how to describe what I've been reading because I've just not been talking about it too much, but essentially there's this white woman from earlier in the novel who now basically has had the wool pulled from her eyes. And that's good. That's a good. There's an epilogue now, but that feels like the ending of that. Okay, I gotta finish this now. Okay, I know this is very dramatic lighting. I don't have the constitution to keep being a brilliant photographer right now. It's 4 in the morning. I finished Ring Shout, and I'm going to now, because I'm insane, pick up Ghost Summer by Tananarive Due and read some more in that, because it is now officially the 28th, the last day of the month, and I want to try and finish that book. It's just very late, so I'm sure I won't read much, but that's what I'm doing right now via candlelight, and I thought I'd let you know. Ring Shout was fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna read more, but really good night. Okay, so hello. I am home from work. I am in bed. It is like 6:30. I've got my candle going, which had a crazy aggressive flame when I first lit it, which was weird. And I'm going to finish reading Ghost Summer by Tananarive Due. Page 253, and a story called Removal Order. This is in a section called Carriers. It's all about post-apocalyptic dystopian, The Stand basically vibes. What did I just read? Oh god, Patient Zero, which was about this child who was believed to be Patient Zero, but it wasn't really. Danger Word, this kid with his grandfather, and they're trying to survive this sort of zombie apocalypse, essentially. These stories have been so good. This is one of my favorite collections I've ever read, I think. So I have about 50 pages left in this book, and I'm gonna finish this book, and I will tell you all about it in a little bit.
Goodbye. Oh, my arm. My arm just got really tired. Oh God, it's been a long day.
Well, cheers to Tananarive Dew and Victor LaValle and P. Djèlí Clark. I guess that's it. I didn't read everything on my list, but I might be about to read some River Solomon, so to them as well. What a great month of reading. Cheers. On my list for this month, I had Ghost Summer, Ring Shout, Lone Women, which I read, and also My Sister the Serial Killer by Oyin Khan Braithwaite, which I have not even started. 2 short stories by River Solomon. Blood is another word for yeah, so I just had a camera catastrophe. So you are now propped up on a cutting board, a cardboard box, and a sugar canister. And I was also going to read 2 short stories by River Solomon, which I might read now just because they're very short. And Blanche on the Lamb by Barbara Neely, which I am listening to in the car and really liking, by the way. She's like such a charming character. So here's the thing. I need to edit this video because it is now March 1st, technically, and I want to get it up as early in March as possible. So I'm gonna go do that now. But suffice to say, I think February was good. Yeah, so that was my February 2026 reading Black authors' work for Black History Month. The publishing industry, just like every other industry, does not provide the same ample opportunities to authors of color and to Black authors in particular that it affords to white authors. So we take part in celebrating Black authors and, you know, lifting up their works and discussing them. When you're told, hey, we're going to do this readathon and we're going to read all this kind of fiction, or we're going to read books by these sorts of authors or whatever, and it gives you sort of like a guideline to what to read. It steers you towards reading things that you otherwise maybe wouldn't have picked up, and it's always broadening. So I had a really good time. I mean, I've read, these were all authors that I've read before, so it's not like, I think I probably would have read these things anyway, but I don't know that I would have read them all together. And it's interesting how much of this fiction, I guess I'm surprised. I'm surprised how much of what I read dealt with and interacted so directly with our history of slavery in this country and being treated like a second-class citizen. It's disheartening in a way. It is amazing the stain on our culture and the way in which it still is an important part of literature, and like people are still interacting with and processing that history and those concepts through a variety of different genres, sci-fi, horror. It's always nice when Black authors are afforded the opportunity to talk about joy as well. And these books contained a lot of really beautiful character moments and humor. I had a great time this month reading. Even though most of the month I wasn't reading, I was doing other things, and I just kind of started binging everything the last couple weeks or week. So thank you for coming with me on this journey, because it's been a strange one. Next for me, I am gonna read, I think I'm gonna read a Murder, She Wrote book. I need something really light and silly. But I also have to finish, reading Night Shift. I forgot about that. I'm also still reading Night Shift by Stephen King. And then after that, well, that's what I'm gonna be doing. Trying to carve out some time to binge read what is left of the short story collection by Stephen King, Night Shift. I've been reading that thing for like a year. Soon thereafter, I'm going to be binge reading and vlogging The Long Walk by Richard Bachman, one of the Bachman books. But yeah, so that's my February 2026. It's been a crazy long month and a crazy long vlog. Thank you so much for watching. If you did, and if you didn't, then don't worry about it, because you're not here. Wow, that was crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video and for being here. If you enjoyed this, please do hit the like button. It makes a difference in the algorithm. And subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed. I post sometimes, and I read sometimes. Sometimes it's once a week, sometimes it's once a month. I don't know, but I do it when I can, and I enjoy doing it, and I'm happy to have you all here. I love it when you guys comment on the videos and say hello. It's always nice to hear from you. So thanks again for watching, and until next time, whenever that is, I will be here in the dark reading. Goodbye.